Today we are talking about the world of incels.
I fixed you. Where are you going? And I just want to say, bro, I think I'm ready, bro.
If you don't know what incels are, they are simply a member of an online community of young men who consider themselves unable to attract women sexually, typically associated with views that are hostile towards women and men who are sexually active. These are typically your gooners and basement dwellers. Not in the definition, but I think that's pretty important. A lot of these incels tend to take the side of the black pill. Now, the black pill refers to a bleak, fatalistic ideology originating from the incel community. It is their belief that romantic and sexual failure is inevitable and primarily due to generally determined physical unattractiveness. The ideology promotes a mindset of hopefulness, nihilism, indirect opposition to self-improvement efforts. And this can also go into the world of looks maxing, but that's a whole nother video. But now to get more acquainted with the whole incel culture, we will be watching Inside the Hateful and Lonely World of Incel Men, produced by SBS The Feed.
We've been investigating the hidden online world of incels.
I have not interacted with a female that is not related to me in over 3 years.
They're mostly young men, usually virgins, who can't find a romantic or sexual partner.
I must become more attractive. It's my last chance.
Wait, am I an incel? Oh my gosh. No, but seriously, like, y'all, if you want to improve yourself on any possible chance, that's amazing. But making that your whole personality, that's when you go down that slippery slope of becoming an incel. You have to put yourself out there.
On the extreme end, some incels are becoming more menacing.
There was quite a few women that I did want to break their nose so they would be ugly.
Where staunch incels blame women and attractive men for the reason why they're not in a relationship.
Around 60 terror attacks that can be linked to incel actors.
We wanted to know who these incels were, what they believed in, and just how extreme it could get. In this two-part investigation, we gain access to a world that is usually closed off, especially to women.
You see, when I was in like junior high, middle school, this used to be me. I used to be so closed off and I blamed everyone else for my problems except myself. If you can't get a woman, it's probably your fault. I'm just gonna say, you need to get out there, you need to improve yourself, and you just need to take shots. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It sounds corny, but if you take enough shots, you're gonna make one, at least one.
Before we start this story, we want to let you know that it contains violent and distressing content, including references to sexual violence and racist slurs. We're on our way to meet 5 incels who we've been chatting to online for about a month now. They usually chat to each other in forums and in servers, but today they're meeting up. And they're letting us join. One of them, who we'll call Tom, is well known in the community for building a server, which is kind of like an online chat room.
Y'all, I don't think you realize how insane this is. We have the meeting of the High Council. We have the meeting of the Kangs meeting up to talk about the culture. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event that we will have all the brothers meeting up together. We need to bask in this glorious occasion.
He's agreed to meet us first at a hotel.
There is most likely not a single female on the planet that would be willing to date me.
How do you define what an incel is?
An incel is someone who is unable to get into a romantic relationship.
He's nervous to be on camera and has brought a mask with him to protect his identity.
Being an incel has become quite sensationalist. I am worried that openly identifying as such in public might affect job prospects.
What do you think when you see a woman on the street?
I don't feel like I live in the same society as her. And I think that every woman who encounters me on the street is inherently disgusted by me. I'm physically unattractive, I'm visibly autistic, and I have no experience speaking to females.
Well, yeah, dude, of course, with that attitude, you're not going to talk to any women. You're rejecting yourself before they reject you. Also, it doesn't help that you're creating online chat forums to talk crap about the women. Also, you're calling them females. I can't name a single woman that would want you to call them a female.
Tom casually browsed forums a few years ago in high school. Now he feels so connected to the incel philosophy that he built his own chat room.
Sometimes incels can say some edgy statements.
Can you give examples?
An edgy statement would be something like, I hate all women, all women, every woman is evil. Sometimes a small minority of users, when they're lashing out in anger, might make jokes about sexual violence. I wouldn't paint the server as something too serious. A lot of this is just people just having like fun social interaction, fun banter.
Oh yeah, this is all fun social interactions, telling women to die. That's insane, dude. You really have a great club around you. Also, bro, breathe. I know you're talking to a woman, but breathe, dude. There's nothing that's gonna happen to you. She's not gonna bite your head off. It's okay.
20 minutes we spent looking at the chat, we saw Nazi symbols, racial slurs, and unsurprisingly, hate towards women.
This is an example of an incel and a female beefing with each other. The female said, "Y'all are boring," and this incel responded in anger.
You want to read the message?
No.
You know, I don't know why this female is getting offended by this. This is just the boys talking. This is just boys being boys. Now, if you couldn't tell, I was being a tad sarcastic. This is obviously insanely miserable. And imagine if this guy was using his coding skills to do something actually productive instead of making hateful chat logs about women. He could actually get a lot of women and a successful career at that.
It's hard to know how many incels exist, especially when they connect in private servers like this one. On the most popular forum, there are millions of visits each year. By some estimates, at the very least, there are thousands of dedicated members worldwide.
I do blame women to a significant extent for why we have so many men single, depressed, lonely. There may be definitely elements of misogyny in the community. It's only reactive to being unable to get with females. It would probably dissipate if a female showed interest in them.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do agree with this gooner to a certain extent. It would be nice for a woman to approach a guy every now and then and show attractiveness, but also you've admitted to yourself that you don't put yourself out there. You are also on a show about incels wearing a creepy mask. That doesn't exactly help your case. You are the coder of a website talking down and insulting women. Do you think that helps your case, even in the slightest? People love to judge others, but they can't look in the mirror and judge themselves.
What board are you browsing?
G.
We later catch up with the rest of the group in the park.
Hello? Hello, female.
They're in their late teens and early 20s. Most of them haven't given us their real names. After a month of speaking online, they've agreed to meet with us in person to explain a bit more about who they are. They agree to chat over lunch on the condition that their faces are blurred.
You know, this is just sad, dude. How young these kids are and their outlook on the world is truly sad. And I guarantee you a lot of these kids are insanely smart as well.
Is anyone here dating?
No.
No. Definitely. I wouldn't be here. No.
If you're dating, then you're not an incel. So.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
It's that hard line?
If you can date, chances are you can have sex.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make you an incel.
Like, if you're talking about going on dates, I think you can go on dates and be incel.
I'm more hardline in my definition.
Some allude to a common incel belief. They call it the black pill. It's the idea that women will only ever go for physically attractive men, that they've lost the genetic lottery, and their situation is hopeless.
Ew, talk to a female? No, that's so gross. Ew. But y'all were just complaining how girls won't date you. But yet you think you're above women by laughing at that. But you're depressed that you can't talk to women. So can't you understand there's a bit flaws in y'all's ideology? Also, you can get a girl and still be quote unquote not societally attractive. If you have a great personality, you can get a woman. You just have to put yourself out there again. That's what it comes down to.
Do your parents know that you're an incel?
No. My dad's like asked me when am I going to get a girlfriend or whatever. I feel like my mum knows I'm a loser.
Are you all at uni at the moment?
No, I'm working.
No, I'm at uni.
I'm studying, kind of, yeah.
It's mostly just STEM subjects.
Yeah, no incel's doing like social work or something.
And why do you think it's those kind of jobs?
You don't have to talk to people, you can just focus on ideas and stuff.
Yeah, I said I haven't spoken to an IRL void in 3 years. And that's partially because I do a STEM degree. Like, I've never been paired with a female. Thank f***. If I did, I'd probably just walk out.
You see, these guys are really smart. They're doing all STEM degrees. Also, what is a foid? The reason why you can't get a girl is you're calling them a foid and a female, and you think you're above the world.
I wanted to know what direction the incel movement was headed in, so I sat down with a researcher who spent 18 months looking at the largest incel forum on the internet.
We gathered over 1 million posts from just over a year of activity on the forum.
He found the number of visits were growing slowly and posts were getting more extreme. We asked him to read some out.
So this one is called Women Peak at 12. Who in their right mind would prefer a 22-year-old roastie to this? And they've got an image of a 12-year-old child. National Socialist Germany was the best country for incels. Women are designed to be raped. Males have a sufficient strength advantage, and this was probably our main method of procreating. It's all designed to make women seem like they're subhuman.
I can't even make a joke here. I can't make any sarcastic remarks. This is actually disturbing. This is insane. I'm at a complete loss for words from this. This is disgusting.
Callum says that people who end up in these spaces tend to be unemployed, have mental health vulnerabilities, and are insecure about their looks.
Many users claim to be neurodivergent. Unfortunately, the answers they're getting are that women are to blame for all this, and it just sort of breeds this toxic, violent rage towards women that's really dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I figured. Just a bunch of unemployed gooners that are mad at the world. I expect nothing less.
But not all incels hate women and subscribe to the extreme end of things. Some go to great lengths to attract them.
I am making some gains.
For Raymond, he's hoping the gym is the answer. In YouTube videos, he talks about his journey to self-improvement, and so far he's had 500,000 views.
Hey guys, what's up? Decline here. I am 30 and still alone.
Y'all, I have such a soft spot for Raymond right now. I think we could all see a little bit of ourselves in Raymond. Pause. No, but seriously, how many of us have tried going to the gym in the quest of self-improvement? I mean, I think so many people can relate to this guy. From what I've seen, I hate to retract that statement and he is some weirdo gooner, but he seems like a great guy so far.
We're about an hour out of Melbourne and meet Raymond as he heads to the gym.
I go to the gym 6 days a week. I want to build a good amount of muscle and get lean and shredded. It seems that a lot of people have been successful with that. I still haven't had a successful one-on-one encounter with a girl.
Why do you think you've not had much success with women?
Firstly, I'm a very small guy, like 6 foot guys are a lot more successful. I don't know how to talk to women or anyone.
There goes that ideology again. Bro, I can assure you, girls don't always care about the height. There are some bad apples out there, but they're not all like that. The one problem I see with a bunch of guys going to the gym is eventually they become gym cells, and they can only go to the gym and they only think that it's going to help their pursuit in women. It's a huge stepping stone, though, I will say, and I love the fact that he is trying to make the effort to improve his life rather than sitting on Reddit and Discords. So big shout out to this guy.
Up until now, most of the incels that we'd spoken to were virgins, but that's not the case with Raymond.
It has been some time since I had any sexual encounter that was not paid. I met some couples for threesomes, MMF threesomes, and I found them not really fulfilling. Everybody has those same desires to want to feel desired and wanted and loved.
Damn, Raymond, I didn't know you had it like that. My boy is a dog. Oh my goodness. But he's right, you know, those slight interactions, they're not fulfilling. What's fulfilling is finding a good and happy relationship.
I don't subscribe to a lot of the common views of, say, black pill incels. Like, not everything is determined by your genes. These groups, I feel, have kind of hijacked the term.
Raymond is hoping to have changed his luck with women by his mid-30s.
If I haven't succeeded, I'll probably start focusing on other things, maybe just enjoying my life and just rotting, as they say. I'll go back to my video games, start watching anime again, and maybe get a job.
Man, I love this guy. He seems like such a sweetheart, dude. But you can't be doing everything in your life to pursue women. Bro, do your hobbies, go outside, have fun, and they're just gonna show up, bro. The more you try, the more you're gonna be in that sphere and slowly build up hatred, bro. Just go out there and have a good time, and it's gonna happen.
Tom says he's no longer involved in running the server, but he's still given up on the idea of ever being in a relationship.
I'm rather content now. It's just sort of like a huge gaping hole in your life and fitting into society, I guess. Having bleak views affects my mental health and many other incels' mental health by making us much less caring about our future prospects. The community is really the only reason why I stay, and as the situation for young men continues to get worse, it is inevitable that subgroups like incels will grow.
Look, man, I get it. As a man, you have a lot of responsibility. You need a wife, you need kids, you need to be a provider. You can't show weakness. It's a lot, dude. But you can do it. You can make that change and go through life. You just have to have a little bit of confidence in you, have some faith in the Lord, and you got this. Y'all, if you're feeling like an incel, seriously, try to get your life on track. Go to the gym, improve your health, but don't do it to an obsessive degree. All that is great. Just do it in slow time. Just try to make a little bit of improvement every day, and you'll find the one. Trust me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.